Peter Hills will be looking to wrap up Formula V's here before they go to their final race of the season. That's what he's trying to do. He has to try and take a victory to do that. Association Championship also up for grabs. Yusuf Kotze losing ground to both Kyle Watt and Theo Vermaak in the first heat. Watt winning it out over Theo Vermaak, and then unfortunately Yusuf Kotze was a bit further down than what he'd like to be. Let's see how things could possibly change up here with also the windy conditions for the V's. See the visor up there on Peter Hills' helmet, just trying to get a last bit of air into that helmet before we go racing. That's Michael Koenig coming up from the back end of the field to take up his position. Still waiting for one car to slot into that grid position. Is he going to be able to get in there? See some parallel parking skills there. Gets in. 2-minute board is up. Green flag at the back. Second last race of the day. It's DOE and Start My Car, Formula V's. Five-second board goes to lights. And lights out. We are racing for the second last time today, and the second heat of Formula V's. Vaughan Hills, Peter Hills side by side into turn one, but it's Gert van der Berg who's got away at the front again. Vaughan Hills goes on the defensive to keep out Lendl Janssen. Brandon Hills coming along for the ride as well, just behind Lendl Janssen, trying to make it Mangaza's 2, 3 and 4, and he's going to try and do that as he tries to squeeze up the inside of Lendl Janssen into turn 3. As they come through there, a nice start as well coming out of Sean van der Linde. He holds off Kyle Watt by the looks of things, just behind him. And then it is MD Bester in the fourth of those Mangaza racing machines. Behind that, nice bit of driving coming out of Eric Boyens. He's now into the mix there with Koenig. Theo Vermaak, where is Yusuf Kotze? He's dropped back again, but it's Van der Berg who leads things out up towards turn 5. Peter Hills on his tail. Looks like Vaughan Hills run wide. Yes, he has. Brandon Hills ducking up the inside. Vaughan Hills behind him now. Brandon going to go on the attack, try and get through there and help his dad out. Sunset shot. What a cool shot coming down towards turn number 8 now in the setting sun here at Zwartkops. Ooh, problems again for Vaughan Hills under braking. Looks like he might have a bit of an issue there on that car. Under attack from Sean van der Linde now into turn 1. Sean van der Linde looking for a chance to squeeze through. Has he been able to do it? No, not yet. So it's Peter Hills in second behind Gert van der Berg. His 2 second places enough to wrap up the championship? I'm not quite sure if it was. I think Peter said he needed 2 wins. So it might go down to the wire at Zwartkops' final regional Extreme Festival on the 12th of November. To the back straight away. Van der Berg being closed down. Van der Berg might have a bit of an issue there. He went very defensive onto that back straight away as Hills closed down on him. Start My Car, DOE car under pressure. Mangaza Racing's Peter Hills is coming along and looking for a way past. Up to the top of the hill they come. Van der Berg's got the inside line. He'll have to be late on the brakes. He is. Hills slots in. Tries to cut back on it. There's a look into turn 6. Would be locking up wheels in single seaters, not these ones. It usually ends up in tears, but to the right comes Lendl Janssen. He's pulled ever so slightly away now from Brandon Hills, looking for a chance to get up the inside of Peter into turn 8. G&H Transport Corner has seen lots of action today. It always does. And now with 10 to go. 2 down. That's the way we like to do things here in Formula V. They always keep it very real at the front end of this field and always put on a spectacular show. That is what it's all about here, that is for sure. And they're doing more of the same here in the final race of Formula V's here today, but not the final one of the season. Chopping and changing, but nothing changing up just yet. Yes, we do have a change up. Oh, Peter Hills with a great move into turn 4. Finds a way past Lendl Janssen. Is going to try and do the same thing here to Van der Berg. Under braking into turn 5. Gert van der Berg hangs on for now though. Loses out 1 place, but not 2. So it's Mangaza Racing out front. Second place, it's the start by Cardio E-Parts machine of Gert van der Berg, and then Lendl Janssen in the Bull Securities and Volkswagen Silver Lakes Formula V. Brandon Hill still in the 4 spot, just a little bit off the pace there, about half a second off those first 3 cars as they head down towards turn 1. V's in full flight through turn 1. Brilliant race action as always. Here they come out of turn 3 into 3 onto that back straight away. See a bit of a chopping and changing still to happen out front there as well. Oh, what a move. Dive up the inside there from Lendl Janssen. He might have got through. We'll wait and see as they head up the hill. He's through. Lendl Janssen up into 2nd place. Van der Berg down to 3rd. So Janssen goes on the attack for the man who would be king. 1st place and 2nd place. Is that enough? Hill said he needed 2 wins. Wait and see if that's going to be enough there for Peter Hills to secure the championship. Try and get confirmation of that as soon as possible after the race finishes as they come down Sunset Strip here. Such a cool shot. This time of the day you don't get a better shot in motorsport, that's for sure. And they have still got some race action, 8 of them to go. They are fighting hard. These are the top 3 in the championship, and there's still a championship up for grabs. Lendl Janssen and Gert van der Berg are not prepared to give it up without a fight there with Peter Hills. This is amazing race action actually. As we always see in Formula V's now, Lendl Janssen goes on the attack. Gert van der Berg's got a problem. Van der Berg's got a problem, and so has Peter Hills. Once again, Lendl Janssen finds that outside line in turn 4 and takes the lead of the race. He's done it twice today. No one else is able to find that outside line and make it stick. But Lendl Janssen surely has something special through turn 4. Peter Hills in 2nd place now. Can he do anything about the man out front of him now? Down Sunset Strip they come. Into turn 8. Oh, it's so good to see that. Peter Hills not giving up. 7 to go. Gert van der Berg's got problems. Van der Berg is falling by the wayside. He's lost a lot of ground. Vaughan Hill's starting to close in as well. Returning to the front end again. Sean van der Linde is behind him. So it's Brandon Hills, Vaughan Hills, Sean van der Linde, Eric Boyens. A bit further back, about 4 seconds adrift on that. Here we go. Hills on the inside for turn 4. This time he makes it stick again. Returns the favour through turn 4. That's the actual line you need to use through turn 4, he says. But Lendl Janssen's got some very, very special lines around this track. Newly married man, loving the left-handers, as I said. But maybe not so much the right-handers. Unless it's a right-hander on the outside. So the left-hand side of his car. Maybe that's because of the wedding ring. Here they come. Again, into the Sunset Strip. Towards G&H. And it's Peter Hills hanging on for now. Another lap down and 6 to go. Halfway stage reached. 6 out of 6. And 6 more to go. We've had 3 different leaders in that 6-lap race. The second part of the race now. Are we going to see more of the same? Hills, Janssen, Van der Berg. Hills and Hills for 4 and 5. Mangaza Racing are 1, 4 and 5 on track. Oh, here we go. That's the way you do it. Into turn number 4 and another lead change. It's going to be a case of who's in second place on that last lap, I think. That might be the differentiating factor here. We've seen a fantastic battle here for our second heat of Formula V's. Van der Berg's back into it. A little fight between them has brought him back into the hunt at the front end. with 5 to go. 5 laps to go here. Going down into turn 2. Lendl Janssen, Peter Hills, Gert van der Berg. Bull Securities, Volkswagen Silver Lakes. Mangaza Racing taking on the Start My Car and DOE Quality Parts Formula V of Gert van der Berg. Mangaza Racing 4 and 5 there with Brandon and Vaughan fighting for honours in the family and in the Mangaza Racing stable. There you go. As I said, I think it's going to be a case of who's in second place on the last lap, who could potentially win this, because they're all looking for chances here into turn 4. And if you get it right through turn 4, you can hold it all the way around the circuit and into the final straight for the win. Back marker coming into play now. I think that might be, Helder Gouveia they're about to catch. Down into turn 8. Helder Gouveia and Blaine de Malon were both caught in race number 1. And he's about to be caught now with 4 laps to go. Gouveia going to try and stay out of harm's way. Hill's going to go around his outside. He's going to bring all 3 cars along for the ride as Gouveia climbs on the brakes early, lets them all through. This is a fantastic scrap here for the front end. Hills, Lendl Janssen, he's in second at the moment. Will he go for the lead? Is he going to prove my theory right here? He comes out of the slipstream, onto the back straight, takes the lead. So you want to be in second on that last lap. That's my theory. Let's see whether or not it's going to work out for these 3 at the front end. Sun setting here at Zwartkops. Final edition of the Extreme Festival's National Championship race meetings. Circuit racing, premier categories all in the mix here today. And looking for more of the same into 2023. What a way to wrap things up here at Zwartkops. It's been a fantastic day's racing. And we've got 3 more laps of Formula V to come your way. So if Peter Hills goes and does what we're expecting him to do, if he's close enough to Lendl Janssen, he'll move to the lead for the second last lap. Then on the second last lap, you should see Lendl Janssen go to the front end of the field and Peter Hills drop to second, which will be ideal because on the last lap, that's where Peter Hills wants to be, according to my theory anyway. Let's see if that's going to be the case. Here we go. Lendl Janssen going to allow Peter Hills around the outside of him. And can he make it stick like he does? Yes, he can. But Janssen is now trying to play the game. Oh, Hills cuts his nose off. Thanks for coming. There you go. He went a little bit late up into turn 5, but he managed to hang on to it. Van der Berg coming along for the ride, realizing that Lendl Janssen's starting to play the game a bit. The antics have picked up here between these top 3. Sun has set, or it's behind a cloud in the background, so it's no longer sunset strip there. As they come across the line, there are 2 to go. Right, now Peter Hills, if he sticks to the theory, should let Lendl Janssen through. Under the slipstream, up into turn 4. Let's see if that's going to be the case. He has got good drive out of turn 3 though. But with this wind, it is definitely going to be an opportunity there for Lendl Janssen to use the slipstream. He does it. He goes inside. Hills tries to keep him out. That's the first time that Hills has kept him out. So Peter Hills keeps Lendl Janssen out this time. Not going to give him a chance to go through there. Will that be the move? Decisive enough to keep out Lendl Janssen for the next lap and 2 corners. They're going to 6, 7 and 8 to negotiate. And 1 more lap of this 2.4k circuit. Down the hill they come. For the second last time in anger. Across the line to start the last lap. Here we go. 1 to go. It's Peter Hills, Lendl Janssen, Gert van der Berg. And they've got it all to do now for this final lap. Lendl Janssen is going to have to try something special here. He tried it earlier on to go around the outside of turn 4. He got that right. He's gone on the inside of turn 4. He's got that right as well. Now, can he do it on the vital lap? This is the one that counts. You need to be in the lead heading up towards turn 5. Otherwise, they may be able to keep you out. Oh, Peter Hills goes defensive. He carries the speed and he heads into turn 4, side by side with Lendl Janssen. Janssen's going to have to go the long way around. Peter Hills is on the inside line for turn 5. He's going to be late on the brakes. Up into turn 5. Is he later than Lendl Janssen? He is. Only just. Wow, and the two of them run wide. Tucking in behind there. Peter Hills hangs on. Hills and Janssen with Gert van der Berg looking to pick up the pieces. Van der Berg trying to go around the outside now. Janssen, watch for the cut back there from Gert van der Berg. Down towards the final corner. Peter Hills has got the inside line. Janssen in second. Third place is Van der Berg. They're going to finish up in their championship leading order. Peter Hills wins out. Oh, what a way to go. Hills wins ahead of Lendl Janssen and Gert van der Berg with Vaughan Hills closing in the closing stages there. Brilliant stuff. Looks like, Eric Boyens lost the nose cone somewhere. MD Vesta fighting it out there with Carl Watt, who once again looks like he's taken the win in the association class. Fastest lap of the race there coming from Vaughan Hills on the last lap to close the gap down on the top 3. So that's how things wrap up for DOE Formula V. Second last race of the day, done and dusted. That's the results up on screen right now, unofficially. Hills from Janssen, Van der Berg and Vaughan Hills beating out Brandon Hills, Sean van der Linde, Eric Boyens, MD Vesta, Carl Watt, Theo van Mark and Josef Kotze. That's going to be interesting. Association Championship at the final round on the 12th of November at the last round of the regional Extreme Festival here at Zwartkops.